Hey, how's it going, everyone? I think today is a day where I'm going to be able to pollinate the Stellatus with fresh pollen from another Stellatus. So you see, this one looks like it's going to open tonight, and they don't open till late. Like, they start opening like at 9 or 10, and probably like at 11 or midnight they'll be fully open. So I'm gonna come out here like at probably 11 p.m. and try to pollinate them. Let me see. I have, so I think, oh man, you know what? Maybe. So I'm thinking this side one's gonna open tonight. Damn. Maybe. We'll see. I'm gonna stop the video here and continue. Right now it's like 6:30 p.m. 7. I'll continue the video at about 11:30 p.m. or midnight. Anyways, see you right now. See you soon. Okay, I'm back, guys. My alarm didn't go off. And I actually went to sleep, but it's about 3 a.m. in the morning, and I had to run out here to damn, I'm getting stung by mosquitoes. So I'm gonna use this little container, which I've been using to store pollen, but I'm just gonna use it to get some pollen so I could cross-pollinate my other Stellatus. So I have 2 Stellatus flowers open today. I'm gonna try to get as much pollen. Luckily for me, the dew hasn't fallen. There's no dew really, so I do have some look at this. I do have some pollen here. You see the fine powder here. So I don't want to go too deep with the brush because there's a lot of nectar. I don't want to wet the pollen. So I'm going to set this aside. I wrote LB because this is my Long Beach Stellatus. So now I'm going to go to my other Stellatus, which what I should have done is moved that Stellatus, because it's in a pot, to the other part of the house. Only because, just so they could be next to each other. That's what I should have done. Let me see how many more buds the other one has. If there's more buds coming, maybe I'll move it over here. So here's the other one. Oh, I have this sago palm tree in the way. Okay, and this is one of those unique side flowers. Stellatus tends to have other buds in the top. So anyways, I'm gonna set aside this pollen, which is the Long Beach Stellatus pollen. We'll put it down on this lava rock here. I have another container and a different brush, which I'm going to now collect pollen from this one. And again, I do not want it to go deep because I don't want to wet this pollen with the nectar. I want to try to keep this as dry as possible. Am I? Yeah. I'm just gonna go right there. I'm not gonna go much. I already have enough pollen. I just want enough to pollinate that other flower. So now I'm gonna put this one down. Move, kitty. So now I'm going to first let me fix the stigma here. Make sure it's nice and open. I'm going to play with it a little. Oh man, I feel the nectar in there. Maybe for this case I should have also tried using a micro cotton swab. Okay, so I'm gonna get as much pollen from that the Long Beach Stellatus onto the brush. You can see this brush is jam-packed with the pollen I just collected. Now I'm going to try to move up the stigma so I can apply the pollen to it like this. And I want the stigma up because I feel the nectar with the bottom of my fingertip. And I do not want to get this pollen wet. I think that should do it, but I'm gonna see if I could get a little more pollen, but that should do it. Up here, I think we're good. So this could kind of serve as a test, frozen pollen versus fresh pollen. That looks good. So this container, I'm done with this container. This was the one from Long Beach. I put a little LB. So this is the one I just collected from this side flower from this this is my Monterey Park local Stellatus. So now I'm gonna go back to my other Stellatus I have. Oh man, in the far backyard. There's some palm tree fronds on the floor. Okay. So now I'll have a serious flower here. I need to pollinate some cereus right now too. There's so many bugs here. Okay, so now I'm gonna use this pollen I just collected from my Monterey Park Stellatus to pollinate this one here. Let me try to get a good angle here. So again, I'm going to try to play with the stigma a little because it's closed. You see the stigma? Look, I'm moving it right here. It's closed. So maybe next time, to make it easier, I'll bring some scissors and I'll cut all of these anthers. Just kind of like what I did here. If you see one of my other videos on pollinating Stellatus, the flower didn't open, so I cut this one right here. I cut the flower open just to expose the stigma, which is right here. Now it's dried up, and I don't know, I think I did pollinate correctly. I think it was successful. I won't know for another week maybe. Sometimes these flowers stay on for a good amount of time before they they abort or they fall off. So I'm hopeful. I'm hoping that they do, that it was pollinated. Okay, it looks like the stigma is okay now. Okay, so now I'm going to collect, not collect, but I'm going to get as much pollen as I can onto this brush. You know what, I'll do this much, and then I will give it a second dose. So I'm just gonna go ahead, and the plan is, look, pollen's all on this side. I'm gonna go like this and dab it on there. No, I'm just gonna do this. I'm hoping this pollinates this stigma right here. It should. And the pollen is fresh, so this should be successful. So I still have more pollen here. I'm going to give it one more dose. Let's see. Let me get as much as I can here. I could even go a third time. Okay, so I have plenty of pollen here. Look at this. This is the side with the pollen. This is the side without pollen. So I'm just going to dab it on like this. The stigma is nice and open. Like I said, next time I'm going to experiment and chop up the flower to make it easier to pollinate. Because it's kind of hard. These flowers are really small. And getting the stigma to stick out is, yeah, I mean, it doesn't stick out. So the stigma is in there. It's not really, it's kind of a little harder to pollinate. But it's not really difficult. So, and like I said, what I did last time, this flower didn't open. So I chopped off, I used scissors and I cut all the petals off, all the anthers, and I only left the stigma sticking out. See, the stigma's in here, and I cut all that up and I left the stigma sticking out like this. And then I pollinated the stigma, and it looks like it may have taken, but like I said, I'll do an updated video. And you don't need all this stuff, you know. So the main thing is you need to pollinate the stigma. So hopefully, if this one takes fine, maybe I'll start doing that to more flowers, so I could pollinate them a lot easier. And anyways, guys, that'll be it for the video. I just wanted to make a quick video on that. Oh man, this cat's weird. I have a cat here who loves me, but it's ridiculous that he gets in my path. As I try to walk, he won't let me walk. So I need to be very careful to not step on it. Oh, move out of the way, kitty. Yeah, I have to walk really carefully. Oh, and here's another one. Excuse me, kitties. Oh, I don't want to step on them. Oh yeah, I did. I just wanted to make, I guess include this in my video. Oh, sorry. So, I grow a lot of dragon fruit. And today is a nice little, I have this, Frankie's red dragon fruit. It's a beautiful flower. Maybe I'll do another video right now with a Frankie's red title. Anyways, guys, cheers.